Why, hello there. Fancy meeting you here, back here, back here. Well, not really, because this is a different game than what I used to play before I interrupted the Let's Play because... Well, because, I don't know, I got bored out of it, and then, like, I just didn't want to resume after 10 months or something like that. It's been a while since I've recorded the last episode of Baldur's Gate 2's Let's Play, so... I've had a talk in chat, and, well, Vancia suggested me that I could play this game. I said that I would like to play something easy to record, and this is indeed one of the easiest things to record. And so here we are, Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, for those of you who don't know, for God knows what reason. Well, it's in the title! It's in the title. If you clicked on the video, you know what it is. Yeah? Yeah. So we're gonna play this as a matter of fact so that we can complete basically what we've never finished in the previous generation, if you want to talk like that, I guess, previous series of videos. And I think I'm gonna do this simply because, one, it's easy to record, render, and upload, and two, I have a couple of old games that I've never finished series about, which reminds me, actually, I just today got a message about the fact that I've never finished my lore through on Fallout 1. I could do that. So there is also that game that needs to be finished. And there is a lot more games that needs to be finished. On the top of my head, there is Banished, there is No Moria, there is a bunch of games that I've never finished. And if some of you say Minecraft, I'm going to...
You don't want my hands getting idle.
You're right, let's get started here. So, Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, for those that don't know, it is basically the remake of the old Baldur's Gate titles. And, well, we're gonna basically try to do it as much as possible, as completely as possible, while also keeping it, you know, we're also gonna try to complete it as fast as possible while also trying to do everything that we can do. We can do. So that's the idea. For those that don't know, this character is Anselmo the Mage, the Scout! Straight from Morrowind and my streams of Morrowind. And straight from XCOM, Long War, he came here and joined us in this parade of beautiful punching of noblemen. I don't think the dynamics of the game are any different, so if I... Give it a couple of years, guys. It's happening. Okay, he's unconscious. My, That's my strats, guys. That's just my strats. Let's drop this thing here. Now, if I'm not mistaken...
Sorted.
I can activate some... Oh yeah, this is the best thing ever. This is the quick loot bar. Like, this is basically one of the best additions to the Enhanced Edition. One of the recent patches, I think it added that. And this is another thing added in recent patches, I know. Like, memorizable spells are green. So, that comes much in handy, actually. Before we get sidetracked, how about we summon... Kitty Cat. Hello. This is my familiar, who we're gonna talk to. The familiar sighs, its nose twitching slightly with curiosity as it looks up with dark eyes. What is it now, man? I'm hungry! I wish to be petted and fed, bet the familiar. Ah! The familiar half closes its eyes with contentment, a pleased smile creeping across its face. Yes, this is good. Food would be also nice. Come here, I want to pick you up and put you in my pack, where it's a bit safer. The familiar eyes your pack for a moment and then reluctantly crawls inside. Very well, it is better than you carry me. Do not bump me around so much this time, however. So we have Kitty Cat in this state here. The familiar has 12 hit points, armor class 2, magic resistance 35, combat 2 attacks per round at Taco, or to hit armor class 0 for 1d3 damage. It can pickpocket, it can move silently and hide in shadows, it can cast Blur once per day, and it's immune to level drain, sleep, and petrification. Meaning essentially that we can send it straight up against basilisks and it will survive just fine. Isn't it a wonderful little animal? On top of that, it also gives me 50% of its health, so I have 12 health now. Now, for those that do know about the game, you might know that anything that is related to non-fighters stops capping in health direction at 16. Why did I pick 15? Because there is a Tome of Constitution we're gonna get in the game, which we can use to increase it to 16 and then have basically maximum gains in hit points per level, if that makes any sense. So now, right now, I think I have 6 hit points. It should be 6 because 50% is given me by the familiar. So I have 6 between Mage and Thief. I presume it is 4 for Thief, 2 for Mage. That should be it, I think. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm comfy now. So Anselmo the Mage is a very strong character. He is very, very dexterous and agile. He is very healthy, a very big, smart man, and unlike me, by the way, your average Bob in wisdom, and it's a bit pretty. Look at his pretty face. He's like, Meh! So there is that. We're gonna talk to Winthrop here, and we're gonna sell some things that we've gathered legally on the upper floor for 1,063 monies. We can also sell this silver necklace, we don't really need it. So what are we gonna buy? Well, Anselmo, if you remember from the streams, if you've ever watched the streams, is actually adept in using katanas. Is there katanas available? Oh my god, there is, and it costs a lot, so that is good. That is good that we've actually basically legally acquired gems and rings and amulets to sell to this burly man here. Since we are Thief and Mage, we cannot use helmets, so that's unfortunate, but we can use bows. And we're gonna do that. Oh my god, the stack never ends. The never-ending stacks. Alright, let's go with 20. So you can stack them up at 80 arrows each. That's fine. I've bought 400 arrows. Yes, I did that. And we're gonna also buy a short bow, because I am also adept in using that. So we're gonna put this on. We're gonna put this on. In theory, I would also use a shield, but I think what we're gonna do with this character instead is use single weapons. Like, there is a weapon proficiency, which gives you an armor class bonus, as well as, I think, a critical chance bonus if you use only one weapon. It's basically like, you know, being a very swashbuckling kind of character. Charming, irresistible in the combat skills, and whatnot. So what is my to hit armor class 0 right now? It is 19, strength modification -1. We just don't get any penalty for using it. But the damage is 1d10, so that is really good. The damage of a katana is the best one-handed weapon, I think. So basically, you can see why people like From Software decided to make katanas OP, because, well, in D&D, obviously, OP, it must be also in Dark Souls, right guys? Well, not really. I'm babbling here while doing absolutely nothing. So we're gonna try to do a couple of quests that give me a couple of rewards easily.
I'm on it.
By the way, I don't know why Anselmo in this game has the voice of Pudge from Dota 2, but, you know, whatever floats their boat, I guess, it works for me. So if it works for him, it works for me, it works for everyone. Party-wise, I think I'm gonna keep, like, a minimal party of maximum 4 members. Yes. Leave me be! Get out of here. Ah, I don't wanna be touched! Or, you know, greeted and stuff. Anselmo, pro tip, Anselmo is xenophobic. He doesn't like aliens. He's an elf. So now we've acquired a Identify Scroll from Tetheril here, because we got a quest from Firebeat Elvenhair. Firebeat Elvenhair is a kind guy that is actually going to give us some experience points later on too. Also now, we also got ourselves a Potion of Healing. What else can we do? Well, actually there is a quest that involves buying bolts, so we can do that right now. I'll try to be as quick as possible. I'd like to reach like something like Friendly Armine and kill the mage there in this one episode. To that point, we're gonna change our spells to sleep, which is basically overpowered level 1 spell, number 1. We're gonna talk to Phildia here, and we're gonna get a quest to find her lost books. Unlike what you see, which is a hot lady, Phildia is actually a very, very old lady. She is a very old and blind lady, so she loses books all the way in the pasture. We can also start another quest here. Phildia left one of her books in. Oh, you have it already.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, because she's sick. We're also gonna get an antidote from Hull. In here, we might die. Oh, goody goody. I've gone and found you first. You're the ward of Goran, no doubt. I am. What can I do for you? Oh, our encounter shall be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I have made it my mission to end your life. Success will mean a little respect among my peers. So you see, you can do very little, except die. Whoa, 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 okay. Wow, that's fancy. Now we basically stopwatch. By the way, the protection from evil actually helps me. In the normal Baldur's Gate, the protection from evil that Firebeat Elvenhair casts on you, like, lasts maybe 5 seconds or something ridiculous like this. Here it's actually lasting a while, so basically my armor class is lowered by 2, I believe. I think. Don't hold me accounted for that. Hello. Basically this is Parda. It's a monk from Candlekeep who apparently just phased through thin air. Oh, Parda, there was a man in there. He smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible, horrible, I tell you. But that is fine. Now there is a quest here that we can do to clean out the warehouse of rats. Should I do it? Yeah, let's do it. It's gonna be fast and easy, I think. Moradin's hammer, kill me my rats because I'm scared of them. Alright. So basically, I have auto-pause on for weapon, or rather, enemy encounter. And there goes away my buff. Well, well, well. Alright. This should be maybe the penultimate rat to kill. Maybe there's one hidden over here. There is indeed. Let's take care of it. These 2 cats, by the way, completely useless. They're just there for decoration. They're doing absolutely nothing. You would think cats would kill rats. I never thought that the 2 names actually rhymed.
Right, what's this then?
That's something I never thought about. Ah yes, kill them like the rats they are. A glorious battle unlike any the world has ever seen. Blah blah blah. Well, see you later! This dwarf is afraid of rats. A dwarf fighter afraid of rats. Hull here is going to give us a quest to retrieve... Now, stay away, Gate Warden. Stay away. One of these guys should give me a potion of healing. There is another one we can get from one of these chests. In fact, I think it's this container over here. So how about we save the game and... No one's seen a thing. No one suspects a thing. Oh, hello. Well, he's asking you for doing a training combat. Here you basically get an explanation of how group teamwork combat works. So for those that are new to the game, you can do that. I'm not new to the game, so I'm not gonna do that. There's gonna be our second serial killer in here. Serial failure, more like Carbos. There, you're Gorian's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. That I am. Do I know you? No, I don't believe you do. I'll not be here for long, so it doesn't matter. You'll not be here either, so it doesn't matter. It matters even less. Just thought I'd have a look at you. Pretty face, but I don't see what the fuss is about. No matter. I deliver your skull and I'm set for life. How about I deliver you a sword in the face, you fool? No one double crosses Anselmo. No one crosses Anselmo, in fact, because this was basically the first encounter with this guy, and he's pretty much dead, so... No one crosses Anselmo! Hello, Fühler. Fühler, I think it's Fühler. Sounds the German. What a meat-filled night. That hull is just too much, poor sap. Had to go mend the gate this morning, too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? Just wondering if you had any errands. Errands? Yeah, actually. I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. What the f— I did not know that they followed you inside now. Well, this is basically another guy that just tells you, here you are, you little money grubber. Put a few gold pieces in your purse. For almost there, my dyslexia made it look like that word was ours. Put a few gold coins up in your arse. That would have been painful as hell, but... By the way, for those that don't know, I'm actually running the game at a faster frame rate. You can check, I believe, in the ini file, Baldur ini file, inside the installation folder. For those that don't know, you can change that, and it's gonna run slightly faster, essentially. It doesn't run... Basically, it's faster. The game runs faster. Not it's smoother. It is the very game that runs faster. If that makes any sense. Alright, we gave him the sword. Hull's sword, by the way, for those that like long swords, I would almost advise you not to give it to him, because Hull's sword is unique and never breaks. Weapons in this game break because there is an iron crisis, it's part of the lore. So, if you want a long sword that never breaks, keep the long sword that you want to give to Hull instead. You just lose 10 gold coins and 50 experience, but... you know... And we gave him the antidote that Hull had in his stash. For those that are afraid of poison, you can also keep that up. I don't think we've talked to Lady Fildia here. My book! We gave her the book. Learn me a book, Lady Fildia.
I'm on it.
And now since we have a bunch of stuff, we can actually start selling. What a wondrous thing it is to sell things that we've looted out from corpses and people that we slaughtered. Is there anything else that we need to do? As far as I know, not. I mean, there is the combat training. There's 2 combat trainings. One is over here and one is in this house over here, but neither is required, so I think we're just gonna move on. Everything is fine and sorted. So let us go to Gorion and listen well, for without knowledge, life is a mere shadow of death. Yeah. Right. Gorion, my foster father. This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions and that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for this is no time to tarry. Alright, let's go. So now you're gonna see the very advanced and...
If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
Now we see basically what the enhanced edition changed in this sequence. By the way, you see all red because I'm an elf and I get infravision, so at night time I see things better. I think it's mainly for looks. It doesn't do anything in combat, I believe.
Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
Now there has been a couple of debates on the forums, on the official Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition forums, about basically what happens in the intro. Gorion heals you, he's just a mage, he shouldn't have healing spells. Secondly, Tomoko here, the girl over here, cast Flame Arrow, which is a mage-only spell. She's a cleric, she cannot do that. So what did they do? Well, they added a priest there that heals you, and they've added 2 bandits that flame you instead. Another thing that has been changed is that fact that Gorion has always been a very powerful mage, but he never shown it to him. To these guys, you know, he was using just simple spells. But this guy, this old man here is one of the most powerful wizards around, so why did that happen?
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Well, this is what happens when you have the Enhanced Edition.
Cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, You saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Now, for those that didn't know, Candlekeep is actually a very, 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 very strict place with... Basically, it closes its gates to basically everyone that comes around, even if they're like dying of plague and famine and they can help them inside. No, they're like, haha, no, just stay there. We're gonna see you die. It's gonna be fun times. In fact, I think that like a legendary book allows you entry to Candlekeep for 1 day. How long did Gorion stay in Candlekeep? 20 bloody years. So you can understand that he is quite a person, or was. Hey man, how did you know? Gorion never told me. And here we have Imoen on level 2. No, it's on level 1 actually. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna loot all of her potions and wands and beautiful stuff, and you're out. You're out, lady. You're not gonna be one of my party members. I'm gonna have a minimal party of 4 members, I think. That is something that I suspected to do all along. Now, the Potion of Clarity is actually really good. It prevents Feeble Mind, Confusion, Fear, and Charm. So you can use it against the Sirens on the coastal region, which is like one area here and here. By the way, this is the new map you see in the Enhanced Edition. It's actually a very nice map. I like it a lot. It looks very mappy, if that makes any sense. Alright, so... Normally, if I were power playing, I would just go straight to High Hedge, kill a skeleton, free Melicamp, move on. No, this is not gonna be the case this time around. We're gonna do it a bit differently. Colset here will ask me what I'm doing here, and we can ask him for assistant, and he's gonna give us some advice, but none is very important. What we're gonna do is now employ Zar and Montaron, two members of the Zentarim. They're basically a faction that rivals the Harpers, for you that don't know much about the lore, but they're quite amusing people.
Lauron, you are so aggravating. It is disturbing to my demeanor.
A child is wandering the wilderness. Surely we must be none too bright to be traveling these roads. And you look a bit scuffed too. A fine pair of troubles all your own. Indeed. I can offer you healing potions, if you wish. As a token of goodwill, I'd be grateful for any assistance. Nothing to fear from these simple potions, and I'll not even hold you in debt, though your conscience knows otherwise. Just like all good people. Perhaps as payment you would go with us to Nashkel. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumors surrounding the local mines. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage. Specifically, where to lay blame in the matter. You would be useful, though. I'll not hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gastkill, I believe. Your counselors will be your guide. There will be little else for me to do. I may as well go with you. Good. We shall make haste to Nashkel, just a short way south of here. Onwards, intrepid friends! Rein it in, wizard. I cannot stand the way you senses flit about. Could we just travel in peace? Alright, so these are Montaron and Xar. They look kind people, right? Well, there is something that needs to be told. This dude here is basically an assassin. He kills things just for the sake and purpose of killing them. This guy here is a psychopath, quite literally. Both are evil. They're evil. They don't look like evil, but they're evil. He's one of the better mages around. His health is complete and utter garbage, but otherwise he's quite okay. He can he actually be dual classed into a cleric? I think he can't. Because if you can give him a book of wisdom, a tome of wisdom, to increase his wisdom permanently to 17, then he can. I think that is possible then. Because you need 15 of your main class attribute and 17 of the attribute of the class you're trying to do a dual class in. So basically you need 15 intelligence and 17 wisdom for being a cleric mage. That's an interesting combination I never tried, actually. I think it could work well, because like his dexterity is decent, his strength is decent, his constitution can be raised. I think that could work for Czar, actually. The only problem is that he has a dagger in weapon proficiencies, and that does not carry over to clerics. But anyway, I digress. We're gonna write down the spells to ourselves, and we're gonna steal their potions, because their goodwill is never ending, and we're gonna hang around with them until the friendly army in. Is this episode gonna be like 1 hour long or something like that? Well, I'm talking a little bit much. There should be... Yep. I can use the Alt key to spot this. I just got a diamond out of a tree. I don't think that is humanly possible in real life, but whatever.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
So, this guy here is Elminster, for those that know. He is basically one of the most legendary figures of this continent and this universe, essentially. And he just goes casually and talks to us. Well, he's a harper. He is basically the enemy of these two guys, I believe. Or rather, maybe he just cooperates with harpers or something like that. I don't know. Either way, Gorion was a harper. And as a harper, we're being sent to other harper friends. And harpers are pretty pesky people, by the way. They're pretty pesky people. Not imply anything, but how do you measure up to your own standards? Pestering strangers about their mental state doesn't seem all that well adjusted to me. Point well taken, and thou hast answered my query most adequately. I shall think of thee as determined instead. I shall trouble thee no more, and thou art more than capable of the task at hand. North is the friendly Armene, where I'm certain thou shalt find trustworthy friends awaiting. He knows. I have said too much and taken too much time from thee. Fare thee well. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, and you don't wanna mess around with him. What did I spot? Oh, Gibberlings. Alright, Czar,
Go on, then.
you take the tanking. I second in line. Wow, that was fast. This is a diseased Gibberling. They don't pose too much of a threat, unlike, you know, wolves. Wolves usually pose a much more serious threat. We never rested, so we never got our sleep spell available, which we might do before we face off against an angry ogre. Oh yes, we're gonna do that. Now, there should be a wolf here close by, so you better be careful. Alright, we were lucky. This is a ring of protection +1. It increases your or rather decreases your armor class by 1 point, as well as increases, or rather decreases, saving throws by 1 point. We're gonna use it for adequate safety reasons, you know? Combat music just keeps going on and on. It doesn't want to stop here, yo. Now, this road up here is gonna take us to the friendly Armene, which we're gonna go to, but first we're gonna kill a Ogre. If you don't mind, please try to keep your voices down. There be beasties about with better hearing than we. Sorry to have disturbed you. I'll be on my way. I did not intend for my words to scare you away. Just go, man. Just go. It's fine. We have our things to do. You have your things to do. So we're gonna sleep. That was successful. Alright, Monteron.
You right. I'm on it. I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
That is, I believe, a quote. Oh wow.
I'm on it.
That was Monteron. You're doing the goods. You're doing the stuff, you know. You're good. Oh wow, I didn't know that you can just... That's pretty cool, actually. Sorry, I'm distracted by the fact that this game is the Enhanced Edition and it has quite some cool mechanics to them that the normal game doesn't have. I don't say that the normal game is better or worse. In some manners of speaking, it can be better or worse than this game. Oh, crap. Well, Monty, good luck. How about we do a bit of this? Wolf Friend here can easily kill both of those guys up in the front. Hopefully nothing happens. Too bad. Jesus Christ, this wolf. Monteron still rocking that weapon, despite the fact that his base tackle is garbage. He has 2 points in short swords. Shouldn't that give him a bonus? Oh, that's weird. He gets a... Oh, proficiency is -1. But... Oh, he has a low strength, that's why. He doesn't get any bonus from strength. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, let's save the game and get ready for fighting off against an ogre. Ogres are strong. And if my spell fails, well, we're likely gonna fail killing it. So, we're gonna now cast the sleep spell. It worked. This guy's dead now. There is no way he can survive for 5 rounds. 5 rounds equals to 6 seconds times 5, so 30 seconds in real life, since the frame rate is a bit accelerated here. It lasts slightly less, so it's about maybe 20 seconds from my current frame rate. But yeah, sleep. Overpowered. It's also an area of effect spell, so if you cast it on a group, it's gonna sleep down several targets that fail to save. Alright, so we can now go to the friendly Armene and be on about our business. Now this belt, this is a rule of piercing protection. I think it gives you like 4 armor class against piercing spell, or rather piercing attacks. That means short swords and stuff like that. It doesn't mean arrows, though. Those are missile attacks. It doesn't count as the same. Or missile attacks, I guess. Friendly Armene. Well, I don't know if that was intended to be a cut or is that's a bug in the animation. I don't know either way. Anyway, we're here. There is a fantastic loot that you can get, or rather a fantastic treasure that you can find right around here. There is a tiny dot down on the bottom of this tree. You can use the tab key to see it there. And this is actually a beautiful ring. This is a ring of wizardry. It doubles spells on the first page of your mage book. So I have 2 now available to cast. In all likelihood I should use armor. To be honest, I will probably phase away from this studded leathers and leather armors into robes instead, simply because they're better off that way. Probably something like Knave's robe or Robe of the Traveler, something like that. So I think we could use armor. We could use Chill Touch to do some damage, I believe. That's point of damage, 1d8, 1d8, 2 fist damage, strength bonus applies, and must make a saving throw versus spell or suffer on 1d8 points of damage. And we're gonna go instead with armor. Armor gives us an armor class of 6. It's the same as a scale mail armor, so it is indeed better than the studded leather. On top of all, it lasts 9 hours. 9 hours equals a long time. I believe 1 turn is 1 hour in this game or something like that. And 1 turn is 10 rounds. So 60 seconds times 9. That's a long while that it lasts. Alright, so we're gonna sleep now to ready our spells. I like the animation for sleeping, by the way. It's fancy. I like it. They removed actually a part here. Previously you saw like this part covered by the rampart over here. Now it's opened up, like it's cut open so that you can see where you're walking on, essentially. But it's still there. It's like, you know, something that they couldn't have done back in the days where basically there weren't more layers and the engine was rather limited. But now it is possible to do so. So what we're gonna do now is cast ourselves some armor, because we're gonna face off against a potentially hazardous mage. We're gonna cast sleep on him. We're gonna use basically everything that is available in our arsenal, essentially, and we'll see how this goes. I believe he's also talks now from distance, so that makes him... No, he doesn't? Oh, well, I thought that he would talk from distance and trigger him from there. Hi, friend! I've not seen you here before. Did I save the... Yeah, I did. I've not seen you here before. What brings you to the friendly Armene? I'm here to meet some friends. Oh! You must be the whom I am to meet then. I will take you to your friends, but first I should be sure you are the correct person. Is your name Anselmo the Mage, the Scout? Why, yes it is. Perfect. You're indeed the person I seek. Hold a moment still, won't you? And he attacks.
Your voice is ambrosia.
My voice is ambrosia, says Czar. Well, in that case... Okay, the sleep there didn't work, sadly.
I'm on it.
Okay, now this is dangerous. A lot, actually. He's gonna cast Fear. Oh, well, he got us. Crap. Ah! Well, there's a pesky situation and a half. The guards actually help you kill the guy, but as you can see... Zar might die, actually. Simply because he has 12 health right now because he cast Larlock's Minor Drain twice. That is 4 health per cast. So he survived the 3 magic missiles from Tarnish here, or whatever his name was. I think it's Tarnish, yes. So Fear is a pesky spell. It's a necromancy spell too, and... Well... Apparently no, it doesn't remove the health that you currently have, so basically he's gonna be just fine. Zar, you're a lucky man. And we killed the first, essentially, person that was tasked to kill you. That's good. Burning Hands. Magic Missile. This is gonna become actually a very, very good spell later on, together with Chromatic Orb, one of the best. Be it known to all those of evil intent that a bounty has been placed upon the head of Anselmo the Mage the Scout, the foster child of Gorion. Of all those of evil intent, it's kinda silly there. Last seen in the area of Candlekeep, this person is to be killed in quick order. Those returning with proof of the deed shall receive no less than 200 coins of gold. As always, any that reveal these plans to the forces of law shall join the target in their fate. We can actually copy note. I did not know that there is a thing that you can do now. That's a thing that you can do. Done quests, journal, I guess user. Yep, it's in the user. That's actually a very nifty thing that they added. I never knew this. And I was in the beta team, for crying out loud.
I'm on it.
Okay, the music is just never ending here. Alright, so we've reached the friendly army, and we're gonna go inside and talk to the man that is... Combat is over, game. I know you want to play this... Oh, thank you. This game just never wanted to stop the epic music. I can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. Me uncle's in Baldur's Gate and I can get there to see him. What does your uncle do? He's a mage and a crotchy old one at that. Goes by the name of Ragefast. Ragefast? I think that's the name. Ragefast. Though as kids we always called him Grumpleskin. Har. If he ever caught us at it, he'd cast Barkskin on us, so we'd wander around all brown skin and green haired and funny looking for a few hours. Remember that name. Ragefast is a person that we're actually gonna meet later on. Now there is a couple of people here. There is Dorn,
I'm on it.
who is...
It's about time. Bring me another flagon of ale.
I think you're mistaken. You've mistaken me for someone else.
Then why do you bother me? Be gone.
Nothing would please me more, you pesky old man. That is one of the NPCs added with the Enhanced Edition. Probably part of our family, future family. Unlike these two guys that I'm gonna actually remove them soon. And there is the two harpers.
This is like some great fantasy.
Whoever voice acted this guy, he's a genius, literally. Like, this is one of the best voice acting in this game, in my opinion. And here are the persons that we're supposed to meet. Khalid and Jaheira. Jaheira, I think. Well, whatever. So I'm gonna stop this episode right here, right now. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, be well. If you have more suggestions about older games that I can play and easily record and upload, please do so in the comment section. I'm always welcome to suggestions. And until next time, as I said, be well! Until then, bye!